Hi fam, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. If this is the first time you're stopping by, and for my returning fam, you guys already know I've missed you all so much. So it's Monday. My reading that I channeled for the collective yesterday is going to be posting tonight. I tried to give it 24 hours with YouTube to kind of pick up on the content, put it out in certain algorithms. So that's why I just felt called to come back on. It's crazy, but I've been seeing a lot of things. Things that I know are just energy in a certain dimension, trapped in a certain dimension, but I can see the shit. And when you're by yourself, it catches you a little off guard. It's not that it scares me, it just catches me a little off guard. And I know that I'm right about it, and it's not just like my ego just saying, you didn't really see that, because my cat sees all kinds of things and all different types of dimension because they're able to. And so he always alerts me to it. But I mean, this time I saw it before my cat. It's crazy. Anyways, after that reading that I channeled, sorry, I just got off work. Please forgive me and my scrubs, but if I totally get comfortable, which I want to do right now, if I do that, I won't channel a reading for you because I'll just be totally checked out. This is a tea that I just can't stop drinking right now. It's a chamomile and lavender, and it's so much better when it's warm. But yeah, I just wanted to keep up with the momentum because I've been getting a lot of downloads. One is about a perfect match. I've been getting this tons. Also serendipitous has been coming through a lot, which, I mean, you guys already know that movie Serendipity and what that term means. I'll let you look it up if you don't. Anyways, I really hope you like the reading that's going to air tonight. This one will air tomorrow. If you see any smoke, it's just my incense. I'm really in love with this incense right now, and it just makes my room smell so nice. But anyways, I've already meditated on your energy. I've done a prayer for you guys. I've shuffled all the decks just so we can get right into it. This is going to be a collective reading for any astrology sign. So if the title grabs you, if the picture grabs you, if what I'm saying in this reading grabs you, it's meant for you. You'll know. It'll just be a knowing. Sometimes you get goosebumps. Sometimes you'll be like, oh my gosh, pattern recognition. I've been hearing that in my 3D reality. And now this reader, who I've maybe never seen, is talking about it. We're all connected. And I'm here to bring a message to you from your guides, your higher self. And let's just get into it. Spirit, what is it about this perfect match? Four of Wands. This is a celebration. A lot of readers will tell you it's a wedding. It definitely 100% can be a wedding, but this is a pretty big celebration between two people. See on the card? Four of Wands represents stability, guys. Building, secure. It's got four walls. We're good. What else for this perfect match? Four of Swords. Can you tell me more about this Four of Swords regarding this perfect match? Okay. So they got the Four of Swords moving into the Six of Swords. Four of Swords, there's no movement, as you can see. You're being asked by the universe to take a step back. Focus on your healing. Focus on yourself. Rest. Get better. Okay? I feel like there's somebody in this connection that was doing so. That does represent Libra energy. And then you've got the Six of Swords. So that's movement. As you can see, they're on this boat. They're moving forward. They are moving. I've been getting a lot of moving energy in my readings lately. It's moving to a calmer state of existence. Can you tell me more about this perfect match? So somebody in this connection is like this Queen of Pentacles. She's very grounded. She's very at peace. She knows herself. Animals like just walk to her, like, you know, out in the wild. And kids just surround her. Her energy feels so warm. That's Capricorn energy. Six of Wands. This is a Queen of Pentacles that's really seen. This could be somebody well-known. This can be somebody who has a platform, who's an influencer. But this is success. But this is a feminine, obviously, to be a Queen of Pentacles, to be in this stance. Like, she good. And I really feel like that just speaks volumes so far about this perfect match, because like this Queen of Pentacles has been through stages, right? Sorry, guys. Of her journey. And now she's in her successful journey. Yeah, so much that there's an equal give and take from the universe with the Six of Pentacles here. We got 6-6 on the table now. No, 6. Thank you, Spirit. They're like, Alicia, you got 666. That is a powerful number, guys. Look it up in numerology. I will definitely be putting it in the description. Equal give and take. You want, you got it. You need, you got it. Success. I just heard fame. I don't know if that's really important to anybody, but this is the Emperor. This is the big daddy. This is the boss, okay? This is somebody who might own his own company for sure. He definitely is not somebody that likes to work for anybody else other than himself. Okay, this is somebody who sees this feminine. They're a perfect match, remember. I feel like he's the one responsible for this celebration. You've got the Four of Swords, which is Libra energy, and then here you are, the Queen of Swords. Like, you've been pulled back, collective, really cutthroat, just very to the point, blunt, like you needed to do healing though, from this queen to this queen. I'm so sorry, I'm getting a phone call right now and a notification for something else. I hope everything is still recording. It looks like it is. Okay. So to be this queen, right, like she's not thinking about her words or how she says it. Like, she's blunt. She's to the point. And then this queen is just like, well, if we go about it this way, you know what I mean? And there's just this like calmer approach. Yeah, you know, with the Six of Swords, you have the Five of Swords. So you go from the 4, the 5 to the 6. And that's a nice flow. That is a nice, what we call flow state, okay? You know, you were in a state of, I need time to heal. Like, this is too fucking much. Like, my soul can't take it. Like, I need to rest right now. I don't need to be around anybody. And that's how this Queen of Swords, you know, a lot of people probably thought she was, like, is she okay? Like, she's really pulled back. And it's because they don't understand that the battle she endured. A lot of people don't understand it. A lot of it can be energetic, being thrown at her, energetic-wise. And not that she deserved to go through any of that by any means, but some people come here to elevate their soul to a really, really high vibration. And to do that, you got to go through the shit to see how you adapt and how you move through it. And she did very well. This feminine energy, she did very well, because she's able now to move out of that chaotic, warlike mindset to a calmer state of existence with the Six of Swords. Because now look at her. Okay. Successful. Getting fed by the universe equally and balanced. And she's definitely got perfect match. Queen of Pentacles, perfect match. Yeah. I feel like there's an emperor who's going to come in and communicate to this Queen of Pentacles, because we've got the Eight of Wands. This is a lot of fast-moving communication coming in her way. This emperor wants to talk. It's cute. Yeah, and it's going to be successful. You know, we have the Six of Wands here. Like, we have a lot of sixes. So we had the Six of Swords, we had the Six of Wands, we had the Six of Pentacles. That's 6, 6, 6. Now we have the Six of Cups. So that's 4 sixes. Holy fucking shit. But this is somebody definitely that this queen could have known from the past, even when she was a young child. Or it could have been somebody that she had a past life with. But right now the tarot is saying that it's very successful. This emperor wants to come in and give equally to this Queen of Pentacles, okay? And he wants to go out and celebrate and have a good time. This feminine is also highly intuitive, okay? Because we have the High Priestess here, so that's Pisces energy. This Emperor has definitely had some mental entrapment. Eight of Swords, about this offering, this new connection and love, and also this collaboration with this feminine, and has moved very slow, like the Knight of Pentacles, but it is grounded and it is stable, but it's very slow. As trying to restore the balance in this Emperor's life. And there has been a lot of waiting with the Seven of Pentacles. It's Taurus energy, and needing to have strength, which is Leo energy too. Oh boy. This Emperor has had a lot of options, so I feel like he has a past. Don't we all? You know, the past is not meant to stay in it. It's meant to teach you something as far as introspection. You can sit there and go, oh my gosh, you know, if this person only knew some of the stuff I did in the past. Well, you don't know her past. It's kind of cute just to give like a little personal story about myself. I had somebody very close to me come to me and say, can I talk to you about something that I did? And I said, of course you can. And as they're like telling me what they did, they were like, I wish I would have told you sooner, because this made me feel so much better. I feel like, you know, I don't know, I think the reason why I didn't want to talk about it with anybody or talk about it with you is because I thought you might judge me. And that's hard, right? When you're in a place that you have to be so vulnerable with yourself, with somebody else. Especially like for me in my life, I've had my whole life, I've had connections with friends that I thought were my friends and they weren't my friends. And they stabbed me in my back. That was meant to teach me something though. But it's hard to not harden your heart, and it's hard not to, or I guess it's hard to open up again and be vulnerable with anybody in a friendship, because you're like, I'm just gonna get stabbed in the back again, and they're just gonna take this and they're just gonna judge me and use it against me. It's really hard to take that leap of faith, which is the Fool card, you know, and hope that this person sees you and doesn't judge you. And you know what I told this person that came to me and asked if they could, you know, have a talk with me? I'm like, if you only knew what I have done to myself. I don't know if I'm not gonna speak for all Scorpios, but I know that Scorpios literally do more damage to themselves than anybody else can do to them. Because we feel things so deep and so hard that I used to be the ultimate self-sabotager. Because I'm gonna have control over this situation and this is how it's gonna be. And like, trust me, I had a huge shadow side. And when I decided to go back in and see that shadow and face it and realize it could work for me and not against me, then I became a healed version of myself. But man, when I used to get hurt, I would go out and do some stupid motherfucking shit. Stupid. I was very impulsive. I have a lot of fire in my chart. It was very impulsive. I had to learn to tame that. I was very reactive in conversations. I used to just, like a teapot, just like blow it. So much heat. Childhood trauma. Being projected in these situations. I needed to go in there and I needed to heal that little girl. So I feel like this masculine has had a past. A lot of us have had a past. But you know, the person that's meant for you, who is divinely for you, who is your perfect match, which I've been hearing that for so long, and why I wanted to do this reading tonight, they've had a lot of options. They've done some stuff that they don't want you to know about. But at the same time, they have to, because they need to be honest. But what I think it's good for this masculine to know is everybody has past. Doesn't mean we're that right now. And obviously he's not, because he's this. So that tells me a lot in the tarot. I just heard he's stable. Like he's locked in. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's done the work. So this masculine had a lot of options, a lot of obstacles, a lot of barriers here with the Five of Wands coming at him. And that put him in this Nine of Wands. So now you have the feminine, which was pulled back, Four of Swords, like blunt, like just boundaries so strong, walls so high. And here you have the masculine with the same. They mirror each other. Wounded warrior. This is a twin flame, otherworldly, deep soulmate connection here. Okay, guys? Okay, they're saying that's enough. I said, what? It's never enough. Yeah, I told this person when we were having the conversation, I was like, shit. I mean, like, trust me, I've been hurt. I've been hurt a lot. but nobody's hurt me as bad as I've hurt myself. I'm telling you, just that comes from unworthiness, abandonment issues. I did a lot of work. And then I would think I was at a certain freaking vibration and they would hit me with something else, another test, and I'd be like, okay, we're back on. Okay. What are we gonna find out now? What are we gonna find out about Alicia? You know what I mean? What are we gonna find out about her through this experience? Scorpios, they will do the most damage to themselves. We go to the underworld. We're the only sign that can go to the underworld and come back freely. That's why we can see the shit that we can see sometimes when we're highly awoke. When that veil is dropped, be seeing things right now. I'm like, what did I just see? Give me some oracles about this perfect match. Can you give me some oracles out of this deck about this perfect match? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I remember when my ex-husband said that he didn't want to be married anymore. And what I went out and did to myself because I was so in pain. Instead of just like feeling it and just dealing with those feelings, I made that feeling like 10 times worse. Tell me. Nothing to be ashamed of over here. Perfect match. Been hearing the perfect match, right? They are perfect for each other. Doesn't mean that they're perfect. It means they're perfect for each other. That's what makes them the match. That's why nobody else can come in. Sorry, they're giving me all this stuff right now, guys. So we just gotta go with it, okay? I get all kinds of messages. Like all these people come saying, me, pick me, me. Right? All these options. Pick me. That's I'm sorry. That's all I hear. Is pick me. What the fuck? Pick your damn self. Pick yourself. Choose yourself. Pick me. Good God. And this person like had to quiet that. You know what I mean? Had to set boundaries, like with this Queen of Swords. Like set boundaries against those options. Perfect match. Yeah, as I'm talking about shady, deception, temptation, enemy, there was a lot of that going on here with this perfect match. There was an enemy. There was a snake. Yeah, that's karmic. Whenever I burp, it's karmic energy I'm transmuting out. In the friend circle, snake in the friend circle I'm hearing. Okay. Addiction. This person can have, this snake can have addiction. This emperor could have had addiction. There's all kinds of things that you can be addicted, not just to drugs or alcohol. Sex, that's addiction. Sex addiction, that's a real thing. Gambling. They're saying porn, but that's sex related. This person could have just... Okay, so there, Spirit is being really loud about this, so we're gonna do it. You see that snake coming out of their cup? So it's like you know, this emperor, before he became emperor status, he had a lot of options. And that's because he didn't want to commit. He didn't want to commit. For whatever reason, whatever wounding he has from his childhood, whatever, his life. They're saying he was afraid of rejection. So I'm just not going to commit. If I don't commit my heart, if I'm not vulnerable with somebody, then there's nothing to be afraid of getting hurt. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm getting texts from my son right now, which just love him so much. I'm going to give him a call when I get off here. But one of these options that I guess, they're my guides, yo. Oh, they're so straightforward like me. Was a snake. Like, one of these options that he had was a snake. And that's what he got involved in, or with. Can you give me some more energy from this oracle deck about this perfect match? Yeah, it was a hookup. One night stand. They obviously had a fling. To understand your person, you have to understand the energy. And this is being brought forward right now by Spirit. So it's okay to know. You're ready to know it. Trust me, you have to get to a certain point in your journey, especially if you have a powerful connection with somebody, like an otherworldly, like spiritual connection, like the Lovers. You go through so many stages of it. You go through, oh my gosh, just complete utter sadness, like they didn't choose me. You become a victim. And then, you know, if you're wise, you transmute out of that. And then you have like jealousy and anger because, like, why are they picking other people instead of me? And, you know, you kind of go through that stage, and then you start to heal, like with the Four of Swords here. And then now it's like, okay, now I'm transferring into the state of unconditional love. Meaning it doesn't matter what my person has done, did, whatever, up until this point. I love this person unconditionally, no matter what. Ride or die. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be with that person, but it means I have unconditional love. Because everything has, even though time is an illusion, everything has an expiration date. There is no waiting around. You keep doing you and moving forward and living in your highest state of consciousness. And if it's meant for you, it will show up. If it's not, the universe will give you somebody that is at that same level that you're at. That's why this journey is only to focus on yourself. It is a journey of self. It's not a journey of coming into union with your counterpart. That's a part of it. So yeah, you have to know all the stages and where you're at in your journey. And trust me, you're going to remember, because when you kind of get to that state of, I love this person unconditionally, I'll never forget, because the way I met my twin was very different than most people do. But everybody's journey is so different. And so we had met in a way where it wasn't like physically you're in front of me. And then finally I get to meet my twin in person. It was very serendipitous. And just he acted like he didn't even know me. Although I could read his energy 100%, so I knew exactly where he was at. But I knew at that point that that was a very strong confirmation that it wasn't aligned, because if it was, there would have been acknowledgement. there would have been like, it would have flowed different. Acted like he didn't even know who I was. There was a hookup, a one-night stand with one of these options that he had from the past. And this person was a snake and could have addiction problems, or he could have some type of addiction problems. And he needed to surrender, let go and release. What about this perfect match? Divine timing is at hand here. It's always perfect timing. Could have been feeling like waiting, tick-tock. Yeah, it's like people wonder how I can do what I do. It's like I feel people's energy, so it's not necessarily like I can hear clairaudient messages. And yes, I've definitely heard my twin, you know, telepathically before. But I obviously can read energy because like what I'm doing right now, I'm not anywhere near you guys. I could be miles and miles away from you guys and I read your energy. I can't like necessarily read thoughts, but it's just like in a way it is, because I can read your energy. Whether I'm miles and miles away from you or I'm in the same room as you, I can read you. There's been a lot of change with this Emperor, okay? A lot of transformation, growth, and cycles. Even for the feminine, though. Even for the feminine. And that took surrendering. This connection, you've seen a lot of signs and synchronicities. 222 is definitely a big number when it comes to the twin flame journey. You guys already know. If you know, you know. Yeah. Marriage forever, the one union. Wow. What do I need to say about that? That's what this perfect match involves. And they were, I know this deck. They were showing me that card. There's going to be a commitment, a partner. You guys are going to be boyfriend, girlfriend. It's going to turn into a relationship because that's here. We're going to get some channel messages from your person. This is messages that are in the 5D. Telepathically. A lot has changed. Like I said, I just saw the change card, which is a butterfly. I mean, the Emperor's an emperor. That means he's mastered all the kings to become that emperor. So yeah, he's changed. And plus the universe energetically, the way that it's designed, would not allow this emperor to step forward to engage with this Queen of Pentacles if he hadn't done the work, if he hadn't changed. I've never seen that card with this deck, by the way. And I use this deck all the time. It's like one of my favorite. You always know what to say to make me feel better. I'm sorry, they're giving me clairaudient messages. Like, you guys need to have a heart-to-heart. You need to sit down and you need to have a heart. You need heart to heart. You need to talk. Because there's a lot of things, of course, about this masculine that he's shameful of his past. And I'm sure the feminine has things that he doesn't know about too that she needs to open up about. So, you know, it's going to be a discussion. And then you guys see where you want to take it from there. I'm walking away from toxic situations. I am scared you will reject me. Like I said, there is a fear of rejection. But this masculine has to overcome that fear. That's one of his last tests, I hear. He's got to overcome it. TikTok. A lot of us are scared to do a lot of different things. Like, I hate when I have a, I just heard that noise again. I hate when there's a patient that comes in, I gotta do a lab draw, I gotta do blood draw. Like, I don't do it very often. I used to do it on a regular basis when I worked in the hospital. I don't work in a hospital anymore. So now we only do it for cosmetic reasons in my practice. And you just never know. Is this person gonna have rolling veins? Are they gonna have deep veins? I mean, thank goodness the ones I get, their veins just pop right up for me. I don't like doing it. Everybody in my office knows I don't like doing it, but I still do it. You gotta overcome your fear. You just gotta do it. Like Nike said, I saw that last night too when I was channeling. They showed me the same thing. Just do it. It's a form of surrendering the masculine by doing that. I am frustrated with myself because they're staying in fear. They're allowing fear to control them. When has this masculine ever allowed fear to control him? He's this. He's the boss. He's the big daddy. That's big energy. Big energy. Did you hear what I said? Energy. I just think it's because it has to do with like feelings and vulnerability and emotions. This person is kind of detached from all that. Or has been. Just dealt with very superficial people. I mean, come on, that's how they called in that energy. Those options that they had in the Seven of Cups, you can tell. Not all the options are wise to choose. Look at this card. Sorry, I forgot. I do shorts, and then you can't see the card because the shorts makes everything closer. So I forgot I need to do it like this. But like you can see, all the options aren't good. The thing is, when you live that type of lifestyle, that means there's something wounded within you, okay? And you allow your ego to make it seem like, oh, it's this, it's this, it's this, you know. No, it's all fear-based, right? And it's all fear-based because they're scared of rejection. That means something happened to them. Was it something in their childhood? Was it, you know, when they were in school, they told a girl or they told a guy that they liked them and it wasn't reciprocated? And it just scarred them for life? Possibly. That incense smells so good. Love it. But the thing is that I try to explain this to people. When you like call in a connection that is chaotic, okay, toxic, where it just makes you feel not good about yourself, it means that you called in a lesson, okay? And I always say it like that because you did. Your energy called in a lesson. So you call in the same energy that you are within yourself. So if you call in an energy that is very low vibrational, that's a snake, that means you have some parts of yourself that are also like that. So you called in that person to teach something, to teach you about yourself, to show it to you, to show you that you're more deserving of that and that you are lovable. You are worthy of something good. There's hiding of true feelings. But they're ready. They're ready, collective, to commit. And they got triggered. Bottom of the deck. I know we belong together. I don't want anyone else but you. It's you I've been looking for my whole life, and I shouldn't have let you go. Let's get through this together. I'm taking a leap of faith. Wow. I'm glad I came on. This really is the perfect match. It does have a story of somebody's past, but I feel like there is a story for both of these people in this connection, and it'll be really interesting on what they open up to one another with time, because I feel like it does involve a wedding. You guys already know that I do bitch affirmations from this deck that I got from a work colleague as a gift. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pull one of those. It always is very like spot on with what we're talking about. And then of course I'll edit this and hopefully get this up for viewing tomorrow. And my daughter is finally home from her weekend venture. And so this is the first time I've seen her. She just passed her real estate exam, so she's going to be a realtor. I'm really excited for her. It's just one of the many things. She's very multi-faceted, I think is the word. I'm really proud of her. But that'll be something that she can make money with, and I'm really excited to see where that will lead her. What's bitch affirmation? Your opinions aren't tattoos. You can change them anytime. Shedding of the snake. We just came out of that year. They're not like tattoos. You can change them anytime. It's just opinions. The only opinion that matters is the one that you have for yourself. Okay, guys, you guys have a wonderful evening, and until we meet again, okay? Good night.